What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got some rock sliders to build for the FJ40 Land Cruiser. Before we start on that, however, we got a couple boxes. We got a real big one down there from Rogue Fab. Now I know what's in these boxes, but you guys don't. Let's open these up. We got some really cool stuff. We got a couple pieces for our Rogue Fab bender, and then a few other things that are gonna come in very handy with kind of all the fabrication stuff I do. A couple more tools that are really gonna be fun to screw around with. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. This is quite the unit. This is a 2 horsepower electric over hydraulic power unit for the bender. Now, this thing's gonna be sweet. This thing is supposed to run like 4 or 5 times faster than the air over hydraulic that's on right now. I'm sure you guys have seen me use this thing in my videos, and while it's not super slow, I mean, it could be faster. This is the solution. One thing we are gonna have to do is find a way to mount this power unit. I'm thinking we could hang it off the bottom, or maybe hang it off the side here, or probably off the back. I don't know. We got to get it all installed first, and then we'll figure that out. Couple other things we got. They sent over a couple of 1-inch dies, a couple of clamp blocks, and then we got a full set of dimple dies. These are sweet. I'm very excited for these. I've never used these before. So we got from 3/4 little guy there. I think this one's 2.5. So we got all that, and then a couple goodies for the bender here. These are just going to replace the stickers that are on it. So it's going to replace that one there, and then the degrees right here. We'll take those stickers off. These are some nice engraved stainless ones, so they do just tape on, not a big deal. Got the 3M tape there, so we'll get those on. Those look a lot better, so I'm excited. Let's get, first things first, well, I guess we'll start with the easy stuff. Let's get these on. We don't have to do much with these except stick them on the cart, and then we'll move on to this electric hydraulic power unit. All right, guys, this thing is awesome. We are all back together, and it is sweet. You can see it's so quiet, and the really cool thing about this is it's not all or nothing. You can budget just a little bit like that. You see it's barely moving, and then you can full throttle way faster than the air cylinder. So I'm stoked with it. Let's get this thing to use. Let's build some sliders. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing yet. I do know we need to tie into our front A-pillar cage mount there. So that's coming down right here. So we're gonna tie in our slider there. I know a lot of people do square tube for like the, you know, the inner piece here, and then have a round tube come out. and with a little kicker off the back. I'm not sure. I think I got square tube up here. Yeah, I got square tube. I got some DOM left over from the cage. So let's bend some stuff up, see what we can figure out. Well, that is what we came up with. I like it. I know a lot of people start wider in the front and then kind of come back towards the body on these FJs just because it is tapered in. I don't know, I didn't really want to do that. I feel like it is more functional this way, having this kick out, come out, you know, like I said in the beginning, how it'll kind of push the truck around the tire, and it just helps that way if you are rock crawling it anyway. But either way, from a looks perspective, I think it looks awesome as well. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these things off completely and weld them on the table. They're just barely tacked onto the frame. We got to pull this bar off here, but this thing is stout. We got this mount here is tied into basically a triangle into the cage mount there, and then up under here we are tied in right there to the cage mount as well. So these things, safe to say, those things ain't going anywhere. So let's pull those off, cut a few tacks off. We got to cap the ends and then fully weld them in, and then we'll throw them back on the frame. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is give them a paint job as well, and then we'll just have to touch up around where we weld to the frame. And I think painting will be a lot easier that way. So that's kind of the game plan. Let's get after it. Well, those sliders are looking absolutely perfect. I love them. So I am gonna, when I get this body off, I'll go through, touch up the paint. I'm not too worried about that. We do have some other touch-ups here and there on the frame paint, but sliders are looking really good. I am happy with them. Very sturdy. These things are tied in, like I said, to the cage in the front, 4 legs back to the frame, and then it's tied into the cage back here too. So safe to say those things aren't going anywhere. Now, one thing I want to do before I end this video out, I figured I'd show you guys this. I picked up the air hydraulic cylinder for my press here. So I think that's a little bit bigger cylinder. I'm not sure what it's going to take to get it to mount up. Well, hopefully I can just drill some holes in it and just bolt it through like that one and replace that one. This one is working, but it's starting to leak, and I figure it's time to just get it air. You just hold the thing down and it does all the work for you. You don't have to sit there and crank on it. So let's get this thing opened up. Let's get Let's get it on the machine and try it out. Well guys, the air hydraulic cylinder, that thing's gonna be sweet. It's so much faster, so much easier than just cranking on that handle. Well anyways guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Why don't you go smash that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.